My name is Steve Santini, and this is Relics from the Dark Side. You know, one of the most infamous and misunderstood torture instruments and devices of cruel punishment has to be this. If you go anywhere on the net and Google or research the top 10 torture instruments, you're going to find this nasty toy, referred to by researchers of modern torture as the Pear of Anguish. The reason it's called that, it sort of has a bulb shape, sort of like a pear or a piece of fruit, and according to modern folklore and myth, and in almost every book on torture you'll find, these things were inserted in the vaginas of women that had had sexual relations with the devil, anally on men that had performed homosexual acts, and in the mouth of people that blasphemed the church. Well, only one of those things is true. In reality, there's no historical record of these things ever being used vaginally, anally, but there are records of these things being used in the mouth of people that had spoken out in church, spoken against religion, against the local town officials of justice, whatever. They were put in the pillory, these things went in the mouth, and once they were in the mouth, the executioner or the torturer would crank this screw. And as you can see, it starts opening bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And you'd think this is agonizing. And there's also parts on the internet and other research you'll find that says that this was the torture. In the mouth, as this expanded, it dislocated the jaw. It shattered the teeth. It drove them right up through the gums and into the jaw. It was brutally painful. No, not really. Sorry to disappoint. While these are an expandable gag of sorts, they don't have the power to dislocate the jaw, shatter teeth, or anything like that. In reality, the person would be in the pillory. They'd pinch the nose shut. The mouth would open as they gasped for air. In this would go, and they could only open it as far as the jaw would expand or allow. Once this thing was in the mouth, the person couldn't spit it out, and they couldn't close their jaw. It kept them silent. And you'll notice these are really interesting. The heads on these things are hand-forged, and that denotes what they were used for. We have clues. For instance, this pair of pears, were for a man and woman that had committed some oral offense, meaning speaking out in public against religious officials or criticizing local government. The larger one for the man, smaller one for the woman. This is where this one really gets interesting though. On the head of each is the helmeted head of a guard chiseled out of iron. That's symbolic, sadistic humor if you will. The man and the woman had committed the offense together, so now they're joined together by the mouth. The guard guards whatever comes out of your mouth. So it's basically warning you, you better watch what you say next time, or you'll meet this again. The one I opened up in the first place, it is the symbol of a wheel on the top. The wheel in post-medieval Europe was the symbol of the executioner and of justice. This really rare one here on the right has the symbol of the devil. We're not sure, but we can theorize maybe this was used on a woman accused of witchcraft so she couldn't cast a spell or curse the village that was persecuting her. And this one over here, well, it just has a skull. I mean, someone got artistic, someone liked skulls, and put it on top. It could mean a death sentence, it could mean something sinister, or it could just be to inspire fear. So the next time somebody says to you, top 10 grossest torture instrument in the world, the Pear of Anguish, look at them and go, meh, nah, not really. It shouldn't be called the Pear of Anguish. It should be called the Gag of Silence. Next time, Relics from the Dark Side.